Now let's talk about the land of fire and ice, Iceland, a Nordic island country known for its glaciers and volcanoes. In fact, one of their volcanoes could erupt any time soon. It has caused thousands of earthquakes in the past few weeks, so residents have been fleeing the region. But guess who is coming in? Tourists. We're not making this up. It's a bizarre travel trend, volcano tourism. Now, Iceland is one of the most volcanically active places on Earth, and they're making the most of this trend. Their volcanoes attract hundreds of thousands of tourists, and this hot trend is catching on. Japan, Hawaii, Italy, New Zealand, and others are also erupting with volcano tourism. The question is, how safe is it? Is volcano tourism the thrill of a lifetime, or just a fatal attraction? Our next report tells you.
Only few things on Earth can be as old as this 8,000-year-old volcano and have a name as unpronounceable as Eyjafjallajökull and still be thrust into the limelight. We're talking about this volcano. It stands tall in southwest Iceland. Back in 2010, it famously sent a plume of ash about 9 kilometers up into the sky. This wreaked havoc on Europe's airways. About 100,000 flights were cancelled. Ideally, such a dramatic feat would gain some bad press, but that wasn't to be. The volcano became an instant hit. Its name was a tongue twister on every news channel. But most of all, it set Iceland's tourism industry on fire. It's been 13 years since. The Nordic island has seen multiple eruptions. After all, Iceland is one of the most volcanically active places on Earth. An eruption occurs every 3 to 5 years. And these regular eruptions have spawned a new travel trend, volcano tourism. Adventurers from all over the world fly to Iceland just to catch a glimpse of the mesmerizing lava. Many people click pictures and toast marshmallows over the lava. But adrenaline junkies go a step further. They bike, hike, abseil or board across active volcanoes. It may sound bizarre, but in recent years, Icelandic volcanic eruptions have been attracting thousands of visitors. In 2021, the eruption at Fagradalsfjall attracted over 350,000 tourists. Tourists are provided regular updates about eruption sites. They're also given safety instructions. Travel agents set up specialized volcano tours. It's clear that Iceland has turned its lemons into lemonade by turning natural disasters into a booming industry. But Iceland is hardly the only one doing this. Countries like Japan, America, Italy, New Zealand and Guatemala have also fired up a volcano tourism industry. After all, who wouldn't want a fiery volcanic Instagram picture or an interesting post-vacation story for a change? But the question is volcano tourism just the thrill of a lifetime or a fatal attraction? Is it safe to visit volcanoes and hop, jump and step over them? Experts don't think so. They say not all eruptions are tourist friendly. Safety depends on both accessibility and the type of eruption, and this knowledge is sometimes not vastly available. Some volcanic locations are volatile. Volcanoes have also repeatedly destroyed infrastructure, and eruptions often produce poisonous gases like sulfur dioxide, which can cause lung damage and even death. Between 2010 and 2020, at least 1,143 people died in volcanic explosions. In 2019, a famous volcano in New Zealand, Wakari, erupted, killing 22 tourists and injuring dozens of others. It's unlikely that these morbid figures will stop tourists. Volcano hopping can be the thrill of a lifetime. But don't forget that you are playing with fire here.